Ivan Reitman, news after Super Bowl. Um, this is from the Miracle Flush last night. Waist out of ears, form goggles. Showing image of Arabs on beach with beautiful women and treasures under two moons at night for 18 seconds daily. Then disintegrate. Black tank and Yokozuna tie brown gangster shorts. Keep body balance. 17 January Bamber gas coin. Erythema multiforme. Cured. Nophodoras infernalis. Nettie cherish some jellyfish. Sydney Go Dolphin by Neller. 2/146/1 Jewish. And just to solidify faith that this is real, if this is to happen, if it's God's will that it be real, Tired Guys Key to Saunter would be the name of the film. So that's what we have. Got my cube in here. It's my last one. um, did want to go over. There's a point in the deal. It happened to me when I got back from Michigan and Lexington this past summer in 2021 summer into probably of September, October of 2021 that uh, they'll be trying to have you get with the therapist, and they'll have it on the radio. Um, they'll be saying this is once in a lifetime, and um, they'll be saying don't change your mind. Don't have a cutter for this. So I cut it myself. Pretty good though. It hits pretty hard. Really, all it is a cigar tobacco. Um, so and yeah, I'm at the park. You know, at the park, nothing going on. Um, I just don't want to freak people out. I don't know. Uh, making noises or whatever while I'm trying to puff on this. Any little thing that you say can be taken the wrong way, especially on the YouTubes. I'm sorry for that. I wish things were different. I'm very broad in my speech. This girl in high school that was salutatorian, she noticed that and kind of was mad about that sometimes. Kind of weird, but um, so oh yeah, they'll be saying don't change your mind, Brock, and they'll be saying this is a once in a lifetime thing, and uh, so then I ended up texting the therapist, and I'm just kind of stressed out or something because I'm trying to save my trinities, and like I'm trying to keep them from going to the wrong place, and just all that in the deal at the time. I was, and I'm like, she misspelled some stuff in her text and was like, "Tell me how you want to do" or something. And I'm like, I'll have to take a shower. Maybe I should take a shower and think about this or something. It was all these like innuendo type things. I mean, pretty nice lady. I never met her in person, but I went to the office and was like trying to get an appointment. So the Hispanic girl gave me an appointment, and then she texted me to confirm, and then it went from there. But I never did anything. Called it off. Never even. I just said I didn't have money to pay her, for some appointment. So, um, whatever. But they were pushing that though. So I thought I'd share that. Um, if it means a Josh Hartnett for the person in the deal and out of the deal, or apprentice, master, whatever. I don't know. So, um, yeah, we don't have anything to worry about. We're good. Um, and I even thought, before I saw this Reitman, I was like, well, I've been, without somebody for so long, like maybe it'll just come natural, like that I won't be with anybody. But then I asked God, I'm like, look, if it's some sort of temptation that, like, if you have like the active release technique in your body and like your whatever they put inside you at Area 51, like if that makes you fall, then I said, if this is out of my control, like, and my desire, my temptation is going to be too great. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I mean, I feel like if I'm me right now, I can go, another 1,000 or 2,000 days, or, probably 20,000 if I absolutely had to. Um, and that I would need some hope though, I would need so I would need some more people on YouTube. So we'll just say that, to listen to, um, or to watch, their information and listen to it. Watchmen, So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there, just because I don't know why they would be pushing that with me if it didn't like amount to anything. So, um, I don't, uh, yeah, game tonight. Earlier tonight was the Super Bowl. Bengals and the Rams, and I was really happy with the commercials. My family said it was the worst year for commercials, but I thought that they were all excuse me. I thought they were all pretty revealing, and I could be mad like, well, they're using my stuff, but I think there's something with that where they solidify it, in those first moments they solidify it so that it's like a patent on your stuff. But the Gnostic guy on YouTube, I mean, he said he got his stuff stolen. And when I was a kid, my idea for Deep Blue Sea was stolen from me too. I thought of a film just like that, and then like a year later, I saw Deep Blue Sea and was like, this is what I was thinking. Uh, but with with this cutoff thing, and I don't want to discount last night either. That flush that was like historic. It was crazy. So, um, Yeah, that same girl that I was talking about in high school that was Salu, I tried to see her at one point, like get going, like go out or maybe go on a date or something, and it was so weird. She was like, I can't right now, and she wasn't with anyone else, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of giving this a shot here, and my friends didn't really like her, and um, to not speak highly of her at all. But some some might have been some jealousy. I don't know, but um, I respected her because um, we took a lot of the same classes, and she was a dancer, and like she had a lot of things really going on that um like she kind of did a lot, and more than people would give her credit for, but just underneath was kind of a little bit darkness, I thought. And it wasn't that she didn't believe in Christ. That was one thing. And that might have been the actual foundation of the whole thing that was wrong. And of course we know that, but like just trying not to judge on that alone, still there was something that was just kind of dark. And um I remember going to this basketball game, and I led a cheer or something, and like she was just like, I have to leave early and like go home, and something with brother who her brother transitioned and became trans. So I don't know what it was to this day, but it was like there was a family block or something. Like they were putting pressure on her to not be with me. And see, the same thing happened with prom with the native girl that I speak of on my channel. And I think a lot of that was because they were good friends with the art teacher, the dad and the art teacher were through church, right? And I did that rendering of Jake LaMotta, took a picture of it and then manipulated it on Photoshop. And um, there might have been something where they thought that I threw my races or something at Region. So that's why I got so upset last night talking about Groxt, because I saw his information that's a little bit older, but it touches on that type of stuff that can can put rage in your heart of the even if there is true love, it doesn't matter. We live in such a corrupt world, that any man, you can be a star athlete and still feel this if something goes wrong, and or you can be a star at your business or whatever you're doing, and that woman spirit of America, the daughter of Babylon, will twist her words, and next thing you're holding her down by her neck on the bed, and you're so sweaty, and you're like in a rage saying like, you don't understand me. That was my low point. And if she had a case for anything that would be scary, it would be probably that. So I'm trying to get my record cleared right now. Yeah, I have spiritual weapons or something, but a record is still a record, and I can't have a job. I live in Las Vegas. I don't have a job. And I'm trying to get my record cleared back in Kentucky so that I can get a job. I was third in my class in high school, failed out of college third year, not freshman year, third year. So, went to West Point for boot camp and then left right after that when classes started. At that point, Forbes had ranked West Point the number one college in the nation and probably the world, Earth. So I'm just giving you background. I don't have any feelings on this issue that like I'm trying to promote. It's just that I'm giving you background of who I was. So the native girl right now is she signed a thing to go against me getting my record cleared because she's still scared or something. And like there were some stalking charges, like, it was all kind of lower level on that end besides what I did myself that was, crime with the cops. But like she has her own case, and in my opinion, I think that I probably won't be able to get this stuff expunged. So I'm kind of, smoking cigars or cigarillos, whatever, just trying not to think about it all too much. But at the same time, I'm going through this deal, whatever it is. God in my life, what he does is he'll put me through things that I'm kind of scared of to prove a point, like, and then it'll end up being that like the whole thing falls apart and I'm still mobbing as me myself, like nothing happens that like is so bad that I can't take it, but like nothing good happens either. And the good that happens is like only I can really appreciate it. Like Spencer Stone, Alex Sadler, and um, Andy, Alex Scarlatos, Andy Sadler, and Spencer Stone. That was one thing that I noticed. Um, that I think that I kind of influenced that situation just on a microcosmic level of what I was doing that could have affected the bigger thing. As what you bind is bond, what you bind is bound, and what you loose is loose. So, kind of like that on a bigger scale. But so anyway, this deal that I'm in, I think, and I'm not just saying this, I wouldn't just say something like this, but I think this deal is the celebrity deal. And what they do is they put you through the multitudes, like how it is in Revelation 20, and Kendrick Lamar talks about it. Like they put you through that everyone's against you through spirits. Like my parents right now, they don't talk like my parents used to talk. Like I can tell the difference. And it could also be a wider spiritual agenda of the world going on towards end times as we're marching through. But it's also that I can tell the difference that I'm in this spiritual deal that's like burdens, and it's like Strong's Concordance every day is like I pass another Strong's Concordance. Started at 1 and now I'm at 900 some. So I'm kind of thinking that 1,000 days in the deal would equal like for the 1,000 years. That's kind of my thought. Um, And that doesn't mean that Jesus is reigning right now with all the priests and kings. I don't think it means that. I think it means like, don't be ignorant of this one thing. A day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. Like, I think it's like that. So, um, I'm kind of mobbing through trying to get to 1,000, and um, I think it's pyramid structure. Like somebody started at one, and then they had a lot of burdens in the industry, and then somebody at 1,000 has no burdens in the industry. Something kind of like that. I don't really know though. Um, and yeah, I've been mobbing. I'm at 900 something, and I still don't know what exactly I'm doing. It's You can say that's sad or like I'm stupid, but I no one has told me anything. Like little things here and there that people notice, but like we have no clear picture. So, and then when I think that if you get somebody else sealed, then it's like you have to not have sex for like that time until they cut off. It's like that Josh Hartnett film, but for it could be for many days. And whenever January 6th happened, it's possible that the person that sealed me had sex. Like, and then I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'll tell you what, I don't like this though. This whole thing. Just, you know, keep getting this in my mouth because I didn't cut it right. Just did my nails on it. I don't know. Got to get it back going. There it goes. All right. So, um, yeah, I don't, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. It's just like this is a perfect storm because I have this court date, to get on Zoom or something, Google Meet, my big ass and be like, hey, like, I just want to move on, and it's just kind of dumb, like I feel so stupid. Like, and she probably looks at me like I'm just a complete fool. But why she would want to go against me at this point, I really don't know, unless she's just scared out of her mind. I just must be some scary guy. Like, and what I did was scary. That's how much in the zone of like psychosis I was in. Like it was just really bad. Like I had just cut off everything in my life, and like you can tell like right now I don't have like this is my life. Like I don't have anything going on. Like like I'm still kind of cut off from everything that I damaged so badly, in 2014, 2015. So, and things did get better, but like, we moved out here, and like it was a fresh start and new surroundings. But then like after a while, they even here like things start to turn against me, like they get sick of me. Like anywhere I go, it's like that. So, I left California and they were nearly running me off the road. All these guys driving real fast, and it was like the Asians were against me, and I could tell like something was spiritually happening. That was in California, and you know, like hopefully I wasn't in the deal then, but I was going through something with multitudes then too. To be honest, I have to be honest. Like, you know, this isn't my first like go around with this stuff. So I kind of can get through it because I know like that it's evil. Like I know that it's nothing I can do about it. So sprinklers. These sprinklers got me surrounded. Look at all these. Can't even get out of here. I'm gonna have to go through them. I'll walk through the grass over there, I guess, behind that bench. Pretty cool sprinklers, though. How they all come on over here. Yeah. Um, Still going. Still going. Um, I mean, maybe we're headed for the rapture. Like maybe it's now. It could be. Who knows? Like, why would we even need more time at this point? You know, I don't know. It's kind of just like, well, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, why would they cut me off? Like, why did Bob Dole die to cut me off? Like, because that was a response that I had a need basically through my writings and spiritual writings of Strong's right after Bob Dole died. And then I've been in kind of a creation thing since then. So like, why did God do that if like just to cut me off right before 1,000? Like I might as well just go to 1,000 and then we can leave or whatever it is. Like this doesn't really make sense. I talk cavalier about it, but you know what? There's been people that have cut off at say like 300, and they're so devastated that they didn't make it past that like that was like their whole heart and everything that they put into just to get to 300. So like if I'm doing it like this, like just casually, like so to say, in my mindset, then like why wouldn't God just carry me to 1,000 and then be like, okay, then that's it. Like why would he be like, I'm gonna cut him off and these other guys can go to 1,000? Like, look, I don't care who goes to 1,000. I'm just saying, like, why did God do that? Does that make sense? And then little baby says, "Oh, he got a life sentence plus." Well, little baby, why did you try to cut me off at 421 whenever like you knew that I could make it the whole way? If they take out the knees like they say in Oceans, then why wouldn't I make it the whole way? And that's because of my pectus carinatum that was really bad when I was a kid. Like, it makes sense that I would make it instead of like just cutting me off short. I don't want other people to have to suffer through this deal. It's a grind, man. Like it's not cool at all, the deal. Like fuck the deal, man. It's not anything like you want to do, but like when you have a seal, you should be happy with the seal. Like it means that you were chosen by God. So I'm just saying like I am happy, but at the same time I'm kind of questioning like why did this happen when I'm so close? And Maya Rudolph on SNL, she said that in one episode that was Spring Break. She said, "Oh, we're so close, let's mess it up." And it's like, why would they do that? Unless that is just my strongs. Like that's as far as I made it. And that's it. And you have to just do it like greaseball. Like that's it. You just cut off and that's it. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And even if you made it to 999, there's nothing you can do. And then the next person has to make it to 1,000. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy.